Mom, warmth, joy, love, and laughter are just a few words that come to mind when I look back at growing up in your home. You and Dad built a home that always valued joy and love no matter what. Thank you for instilling the importance of being fully present in anything I did, as well as being intentional with those around me. You constantly challenged and encouraged me to be a reflection of joy and love to any and every person. I'm thankful for your example. Even when hardships came, your joy and love never ceased. Your strength was pure beauty. You taught me to be strong and that strength comes from how you love. Mom, you loved those around you so fiercely and relentlessly. It was unmistakably felt by everyone who had the honor of being loved by you. Your kindness and love is something I'll always be thankful for, and what I strive to even have an ounce of. Thank you for raising me to be a woman that values warmth, joy, love, and laughter. I'm honored and proud to be your daughter. I love you. Love, Sarah.
I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made. Memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get-well-soon cars and stuffed animals. Poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down. But Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. But I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings and I know that when God took you back, He said hallelujah, you're home.
One of the most striking things about the loss of Sarah's mother was the sort of peripheral way that I heard about the news. Sarah has been dancing at Infuse for so long, and I only really knew when her mom was doing worse when she would miss a class or two. Sarah and I went to the same church for a long time, and she was a leader she is a leader in the children's ministry. And when I would go to drop my daughter off, she was always there, like smiling and at the forefront of everything. And what's striking is that through every step of this ordeal, she handled the rest of her life with such strength and consistency, to the point where most people never even knew what she was experiencing, which I've always felt was a direct reflection of who her mother is. I have a very hard time with this one. With Constellations, we linked stories together, sometimes because they were alike or sometimes because they were so different. But in this case, I felt I didn't want this to be part of a duo or a group piece. Losing her mother was a situation that had its own place, that required its own sort of celebration and honoring. And what makes it so difficult is every time that I would think about it, I would think about my daughter, who is Sarah's age. And I think I'd never want her to be without me, and that I'd never want to be without her. And there have been moments in classes and rehearsals where I'm watching Sarah dance, and as bizarre as it sounds, I feel this sort of like kindred moment with her mother, like, it's okay, Mama, I'm here and I'm watching her, and she's okay, and she's so beautiful, and you would be so proud. We made this movement via a collaborative text study. So I asked Sarah to send me her 10 favorite memories of her mother, and then out of each of those memories, I pulled out keywords or phrases, and then her and I met at the studio, and I would throw out an index card, and we would just go back and forth creating movement based on that. For this like sort of half and half collaboration. I always knew I wanted it to be filmed at a home. There was something comforting about being in a space where perhaps in any direction you looked, you could revisit a memory. In terms of filming, it was mostly a piece of cake, but that's because of Sarah. Much like her approach to class, rehearsal, and life, she is the kind of person who never complains or fusses. She just does the task, and she does it well. She had to dance with the bare legs on cement, grass, bricks, and she just did it. There was a particular memory that she shared with me that it struck hard. It was visceral and sort of in the gut. I wanted it to have a really prominent place in the dance. So instead of movement, I asked her to stop and just live inside the memory. I told her that we needed to see the whole thing play out in just her eyes during that moment. And the first time she performed in front of us, I really, really lost it. Not long after that section of dance, there comes this moment of anger, which is part of the same memory. And interestingly, this was perhaps the part that Sarah had the hardest time with, really letting go and going for it. And this is just a guess, but I think it was difficult because she's learned to really be a soldier. She's all strength and ability. This was such an honor to bring to life, that she would trust me with the memories of her mother, that she would allow me a part in honoring those memories. I love Sarah, and I love that this gets to live forever as a small celebration of a woman who raised an incredible daughter.